Phenomenal team. Just some high-end talent this league has to offer. So it's always fun to always get excited for. And for us, it was a big game. And knowing they're on a second half of back-to-back, got some key guys out that we had to play a full 60-minute effort.
Back-to-back games here where your third periods may have been your best.
I mean, it's to crunch time. We've learned a lot throughout this year. Being tied, going to a third period where. There's been times where it's gone the other way where we just stuck with it, and for the first couple minutes of the third, just couldn't get out of the D zone, couldn't get out of a D zone face-off, and you just got to stick with it, grind it out, and take advantage of our opportunities.
Did you feel like through those first two periods that you were playing well?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we're ready to play. I mean, the shots were, I feel like a little. Didn't really tell the story of the game, and I thought that first power play we had a lot of chances. We just didn't get many shots, but I feel like a lot of their shots are from the outside, and we didn't really give up many grade A's, and for the chance that we gave up, Linus made some big saves, and for us, we knew we were going to stick to our game, stick to the process, and good things were going to happen.
How are you feeling from a distribution standpoint? 4 assists in your game today.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just things are happening out there, and it's just those are the ones you can't really explain, and I mean it's all the credit goes to guys that put it in the back of the net. Probably the toughest thing to do, and for me is just trying to find open lanes, open spots, and credit to the guys for capitalizing.
What's it like to see your defensemen too contributing so much offensively?
It's huge for us. It's I feel like every winning team that's everybody steps up, forwards, D. Our goalies, and of course we've been facing a ton of adversity where everybody's handling it really well, and everybody's really elevating their game.
Jake talked about the maturity of this team coming through at this stage. How much for you is this indicative of just where the team is playing right now?
I mean, we've learned a lot, and it's every day this year it's an opportunity to learn, opportunity to grow, and this is the time of the year where we're showing it, and we're showing all that growth and all that lessons learned. So, job's not done. We still have some very important moments, very important games coming up, and we'll be ready for it.
Obviously, you guys, are the ones playing it. But how much of an impact has Travis had on this group, especially for you? You've had a previous coach, but what has he brought to this team?
I mean, I just feel like he's helped me a lot in my own game, and kind of when. Maybe you have a stretch of not playing your hockey, it's the communication to get back to your game. So I feel like that's been the biggest thing for me is his recognition of everybody's individual game, and of course that collective game just comes natural. But having a feel of how everybody's doing, and I wouldn't say push the right buttons to get them back going, but knows when to have that conversation, recognize it, and get back on track.
After Jake scored it was like feral in there. Have you noticed the atmosphere just increasing as we get closer to the playoffs?
I mean, it's been great. I mean, always the atmosphere towards the end of the season and towards this push is, last year's was great. This year's even better. So, it's weird because in that moment you can't really hear anything else. But I know how fired up we were on the ice, and can only imagine what it was like in the crowd.
What does it mean to this group to not just have Jake Sanderson back, but to see him play at such a high level, like 3 games into his return after basically missing a month of time?
I mean, right when he got hurt, he was already throwing the weights around, so I knew he wasn't going to be missing a step, and that's just who he is. He's just he's a beast. He's a competitor. I mean, he's a top 5 defenseman in this league. So whenever you miss him, you definitely feel it, and it's an opportunity for guys to step up. And when he comes back, it's that. Just the excitement of having that talent back that, he can change a game. He's a difference maker, and I've learned so much from him as the way he prepares himself, the way he competes, and the way he just wants to win.
Brady, about a month ago, you talked about needing to catch your breath after a crazy February and some jet lag early on in March. How have you seen your own game ramp up since that?
I mean, I was pretty vocal and clear about how I felt, and for me it's got me addicted to those big games, and where kind of all the chips are on the table. So I knew that we had a stretch here to get back into a similar opportunity, same opportunity, and those are the games that you dream about. You playing those big games and showing up and helping the team win. So for me, it was to handle that emotions of achieving a childhood dream to have an opportunity to achieve another dream a couple months later.
Brady, I don't know if you've thought too far ahead to Thursday, but have you talked to your brother, and is he a dad? Do you know the update?
Yeah, no. I of course haven't seen an update this game, so we'll see. I mean, I know it's crazy that it's already this time that we've been talking about it all year, so we'll see. But I know he's going to be the best dad out there.
Thank you, Brady.
Thanks, Brady.
Thank you.
Team is just starting to really build off momentum that it collects from one game to the next.
Yeah, I think played another great game tonight. I think well-deserved win. Everybody stepped up, and obviously it's good to get the power play going. So we got to keep that going, and just speak on the power play because it's going to be important down the stretch.
How much has it just been a boost to have Sanderson back on that power play? How effective you guys have been in the past game?
Yeah, obviously huge. I said this morning, every time you get a player like Sandy back, we've been working on power play forever together. So read of each other, and then obviously that set play where he scored that goal. That's all him. Just kind of telling me if I want to face up what play we're doing, and he's just really smart. So he reads the other team's defense and knows he's got an opening there.
How much do you view this team as a measuring stick for you guys? They've been making the playoffs for I don't know how many years now. They're a constant in the Portrait. So
yeah, I mean they have a hell of a team. Obviously some big players out for them tonight, and that's unfortunate. But we just try to play our game. It doesn't matter what team they have. We just try and play our game every night, and I think we can stack up against anyone. It doesn't matter who's playing, who's not. We have a good team, and if we keep playing that way, I think we're going to be successful.
Brady had a career-high 4 assists tonight. What does that just kind of say? Jake also had career-high 2 goals. What does that say about some guys on your team just stepping up to a whole new level?
Yeah, I mean, I think Chucky is playing great right now. He's working, he's finishing his hits, staying above guys, really smart. And, he's capable of making those plays. And obviously Sandy, too, I'm not surprised at all. I think he took some time to get back to his game, which is absolutely normal after you lose that much time. But, he's even if he's not at 100%, he's still obviously a hell of a player, and it's great to have him back.
Can you talk a little bit about Travis's influence on this team and getting you guys to have the comfort of playing in these types of games?
Yeah, I said before, I think obviously everyone knows the analytics. Green is a great coach, but kind of getting everyone ready to play, I think that's really important. I don't think there's a lot of times where we lost a game where we didn't like our game and then didn't have a great game coming back. So that's been our mindset the whole year. Can't have 2 bad games in a row, and I think we've really been doing that, and obviously a huge win tonight.
Midway through the game, Travis just put you with Tkachuk and Batherson. What made you guys so effective?
Yeah, I think obviously I've played with Chucky a lot, so I know his game, I understand what he's doing out there. I kind of feel like we read off each other, and scored some big goals there.
You've seen contributions from guys like Cam Crotty get his first career point tonight. What's that been like just to see guys that you weren't really familiar with at the start of the year come in and contribute big to this team?
Well, I was familiar with him. I follow our AHL team, so at the end of the day, obviously with the amount of injuries we have, we need guys to step up, and I think every single guy since coming up, I think Lassie played one of his best games tonight, just the way he was skating the puck, rounding into pucks, really confident, made a lot of plays of our zone, kept it simple, and but all those guys kind of coming up, Spenny playing big minutes, they've been great for us, and obviously it helps a lot when you have a lot of guys out, other guys stepping up and being confident, and I think that's what we're trying to do, make them feel confident that they go out there and can do their thing. Yeah.
Good game. I think when you play a team like that with a lot of skill and a lot of talent, they're going to have their pushes, and they're going to get their chances as well. But I thought we handled it pretty well and capitalized on our chances when we had them.
Yeah, what broke out? What made the team sort of respond with the offensive outburst that you had? 2 straight third periods, really strong third periods in a row.
Yeah, I think they scored that second goal late in the second period to tie it up, and I think you know, it's frustrating at times, but, you know, we really liked our game up to that point. And like you said, we came out hot and flying and brought a lot of energy to our game.
Is there anything said in here after the second period?
Always, yeah. Greener always comes and says stuff, but not in a frustrating way. At the same time, he liked our game and kind of just stick with it, and you know we knew we were going to get our chances.
How comfortable is this team playing in like 1-1 games and stuff like this right now?
Yeah, we have to be. I think as a group, we always talk about wanting to win games 2-1, 3-2. Obviously, not the case tonight, but you know those tight checking games. I'm trying to mention. So yeah, I think like you said, I don't know if comfortable is the word, but you know I think just the maturity of our group has really shown throughout the year.
On your second goal, was that something that you saw on videos? Or?
Yeah, it's teams do it across the league. Just try to catch them off guard and it works, so it's kind of nice.
Played 4 very good teams in this homestand. How does it feel to win 3 of them?
Yeah, it's huge. Like you said, we played a lot of really good teams, and you know, there's no slouches down the road too. You know, a lot of good teams coming up with 4 games left. We got to bring our best game every single night.
What do you say just about Brady's performance tonight?
Yeah, so good. He brings it every night. I think he kind of sets the tone with, you know, his physical play and his energy. You know, I look at the other team's defensemen; they can't handle him down low. It's every single night. He's so big, so strong, and you know that's the game we want to emulate and you know kind of model our game after. So yeah, he's obviously our leader, and you know he sets a tone for us every single night.
3 games since you've been back from injury. It feels like we haven't seen that much rust in your game since you've been back. What does it mean to you to be able to play at a high level since you've been able to return at such a really crucial point for your team?
Yeah, I think there was some rust a little bit, still is, but I think just being engaged all the time when I was hurt, and I know just the intensity of the games right now during the season. So I think when I wanted to come back, I didn't want to just ease my way into it. You can't at this point. So yeah, I think there's still a little rust, but I'm trying to do my best.
You talked about this team seeing the maturity. Is this, for you in the time you've been here, sort of the team really coming into its own at this point and learning from the lessons of the past?
For sure. Honestly, ever since Travis came, he just taught us the right way, how to play hockey, the winning way. It's not fancy, may not be fun all the time. It's tiring, but he understands that. He gives us the rest when we need it, so we have the energy to go out and play that way every single night.
What do you think of the chance at the end of the game from the fans calling for playoffs and they seem to be hungry and ready for it to start?
Yeah, it's awesome. We've heard a few of those chants lately. It's I think it fires all the guys up in here in the room. We want that too, and we're playing good hockey right now, so we just gotta keep doing the rest 4 games.
You had an open net you were trying to fire from your own end. What did you see on that chance?
I just had time, and it was on the penalty kill too, so kind of just had to shoot my shot. You never know if you're going to get another opportunity for a hat trick, but you know what, that was a big win, and we'll take it.
No thought of passing to Linus?
That would have been cool too. He's been known to score from back there, so I have all the confidence in the world with him too.
Have you ever had a hat trick in a game before?
Maybe when I was like 10. It's been a while.
Again, lost the like from your team's game.
Yeah, that's a good team over there for starters. I know they got some bodies out as well as we do, and they played last night, and they played hard. I like how we just stuck with the game. Took what the game gave us, didn't get away from things, and I thought we just, I don't want to say took it over, but we stuck with it enough to get the win.
When you say take it over, did something change in the third period for you guys to really explode in terms of your offense?
No, I think we just stayed with the game. Obviously, you get 2 power play goals, that helps. You get the empty net goal, but it wasn't like all of a sudden it was an onslaught. It was just sticking with the game.
Midway through the game, you kind of changed up the lines a
little bit.
Tkachuk with Timmy and Bath. What kind of went into that?
You know what? It was just, I thought Brady was on his game tonight they had played back-to-back. I thought we could get Timmy Drake and Brady out a couple times together, and that's about what it was.
Brady getting 4 assists. How was he just contributing so much to the offense?
Yeah, he's played a lot better as of late. You can see he's got his skating legs right now. We talk about sprinting through your shifts, and he's skating well right now. And I think that's a big part of his game.
What's going through your mind just on that goal from Sanderson on the breakaway? It's a set play, just as a coach, just to see it kind of executed well.
Yeah, we haven't done that a lot this year, but give Elf credit. Anytime you have a set play like that and it works, you like it obviously as a coach, but it doesn't always work, and tonight it did.
We know how much Jake Sanderson means to this team.
Yeah.
What does it mean to see him play at such a high level, like 3 games into his return after all that time off from injury?
Yeah, not surprising. This I've said it a lot. He's a special player. He's still getting better. He loves the game. He's well prepared. He's a consummate pro, and we just try not to overcoach him.
Can you talk about your third pair again? Crotty gets his first NHL point. Lassie Thompson it seemed to be just doing the simple plays.
Yep. Again, that pair. Coops is a good coach. He tries to slip his first line out there against. He doesn't just roll his lines. He's looking for advantages. He's trying to get an advantage anytime he can, and give Krotz and Lassie some credit. They play a simple game, but they're playing confident. That's what I like about it. Both of them. Lassie's a skater, passer. Cam's he's a simple defenseman, and he didn't complicate the game tonight. It's nice to see him get his first point.
I know you're probably not one to talk about yourself too much, but a lot of the players did talk about the impact that you've had, since you've arrived. How rewarding is it for you to see the way this team is playing in those tight games and the confidence with which they have at those points?
It is. I've said it many times in here. They're a very coachable group. We talk a lot about confidence, like wanting to be in these moments. Our goal isn't just to make the playoffs. We want to win Stanley Cup, and you're going to have to play with the spotlight on you. You're going to have to play in pressure moments and really enjoy those moments. Like, look forward to it, want those moments, and embrace them. And there's a certain style of game that we play and that we think is conducive to winning hockey. And our team buys in. They're a fun group to coach.
How much do you use teams like this as measuring sticks for your team?
This is one of the if you're going to use measuring sticks, Tampa Bay is right at the top of the list, or close to it. They've been, they just win all the time, and it's been that way for a while. And they do it in a lot of different ways. They adapt to the game, and they don't just win with skill either. They play a hard game. They play a heavy game, and that's ultimately, if you're not willing to play hard and heavy, you're not going to win.
Is that something you use? You like to motivate players, or just?
No, we got a lot of belief in our game. We don't look to other teams to talk about how we want to play. We know internally how we play when we play well.
In your time with this group, instilling the play style and values you want this team to have, when would you say was the moment where you felt this group completely consumed the message you were trying to deliver?
Man, that's a tough question. As I'm getting older, my memory's not as good. So I would say last year there was a big turning point. We had a lot of looking in the rear view mirror. Here we go again. And I think that was a big turning point last year when we talked to our group just about, personally, I didn't really care what happened in the past. I wasn't part of it, and quite frankly, I couldn't have cared less. But I felt like our team was living a little bit in the past, and there was some times, I think that would have been about November, December, where coming to moments that you talk about and emotional moments with your team. You don't have a lot of those during the year, but there's that time probably where they had to move forward and really dig in and live in the moment and live in the present. And we talk a lot about winning the day and learn from the past, look forward to the future, but like win the moment, win the day.
How much have you maybe, you talked about last year and that November, December stretch, like this year at a certain point you guys were 10 points out. How much do you kind of look at that, and how much do you think that gave your group some confidence?
We don't look in the rear view mirror a lot. I just think our team understands their game a lot better this year. We haven't had to, I think there's some moments this year where we've had to, keep them upbeat because they were playing well and believing and just sticking with the game, and good things will happen. We talk about, a lot of people talk about committing to a process, and it sounds silly, but it's simple. You work harder, you play harder, don't give up, good things are going to happen.